Hi, I'm Sherry Lynn Starkey, and this is the R in PR, where we put relationships back into the center of communications. I wanted to talk a little bit today about Trump shock and the fact that many of us woke up the day after the American election and we were actually genuinely shocked that Mr. Trump had not only won the election, but had won so resoundingly. And I wanted to provide a little context into why people were shocked. And the main reason is because of the way that people consume media, the way that people use media has changed so profoundly from the days when editors and news producers put together news stories and provided a balanced approach to showing both sides of every story and publishing that. What we use now to find our news is social media, and that's not new information. What you may not understand is the reason why when you saw nothing at all but bad news stories, critical stories, stories that lampooned Mr. Trump and made fun of him and his wife and all this terribly negative stuff. It was pervasive, and with so much negative stuff going out, how could anyone be persuaded to vote for Mr. Trump? Well, the reason behind this is the way that the whole thing about social media. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the social aspect of it. We tend to be friends with and connect with people who are like us. They have the same views as us. They have the same values as us. We like the same stories, and we have the same sense of humor. So we kind of share content that we like, and that's why we connect with each other. So it's pretty hard to see opposing views or different views when in this context of connecting with people that you like. So there's that social piece of it. The other social piece of it is that, and this has come out from three of my connections online since the election, was that although they supported Mr. Trump, they were very worried about being swarmed or attacked or something if they came out online and voiced that support. And so they held back until after the election and then came forward and said, this is why I haven't voiced my opinion on this, because I was worried of being attacked online. And that's a real fear, because internet swarming and internet shaming is a very real thing, and it can have a profound effect on people's lives. Really, it has profoundly affected many people's lives, being shamed and swarmed on social media. So no wonder people are risk averse about that. And the other piece of it, of course, is also the way that the social platform algorithms on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram work is that the more you like something, the more often you click on something, comment, share, the more often that kind of content is going to be presented to you. So the more anti-Trump stuff that you react to online, the more anti-Trump stuff you're going to see. So this is how, after this tremendously long campaign, I think it's 16-18 months long, when many people never saw a single positive or pro-Trump story online or in the media that they consumed, that found it almost incredible. They were incredulous that he was elected. And so this is something that we as communicators really have to consider. The way that people use media, the way that they get information, the way that information is presented to them is profoundly changed from the old days. It's now affecting our society, and it's going to continue to affect every single part of society, from our health and to our elections, our politics, our business, and in unforeseen ways. So it's a fascinating thing to watch. The Trump shock is a phenomenon might be somewhat new to us. Although the people in the UK after Brexit, I think they were pretty shocked about that as well. It may be new to us now, but it will not be new to us. This will continue to happen. So that's my 2 cents worth. I wanted to kind of provide a little context around that for people to understand why the sense of shock at this turn of events. So I am Sherry Lynn Starkey. I am the president of Thornley Fallis Communications here in Ottawa, and I blog at the RNPR, where my goal is to put the relationships back into communications. You can find me on Twitter at Sherry Lynn. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Facebook. Thanks for connecting.